Hi, I'm Mike Porath, founder and CEO of The Mighty. Thank you for being here. Thank you for reading our stories. We're obviously in a very unique position right now with everything that's going on with coronavirus. It's a hard place for a lot of people in terms of how they're living, what they're doing, their anxieties, their fears. We've built a community to empower and connect folks, and it's more important now than it's ever been before. So the team has really rallied. I mean, this weekend it was constant Zoom calls, phone calls, emails, Slack. Our company, our team really came from the community. These are people who started in the community first and then joined the company, so they believe in what we're doing. They want to be helpful in so many different ways. It's activated us in a way we truly haven't been before. Just over the last week, we have launched 2 surveys to get a pulse on how the community is reacting to coronavirus. We've gotten 20,000 responses to about a 15-minute survey, which is fantastic that people are willing to put their time and energy into letting us know, letting us get a real sense of what's happening out there and ways we can point our efforts. I think what we're learning is, to no one's surprise, anxiety and fear is through the roof compared to where it typically is across the country, and I assume globally as well. But beyond that, what we're hearing that I think a lot of other organizations aren't are the real human stories of what's happening. In many ways, I feel like our community is a few weeks ahead of where a lot of others are in terms of thinking about what could be coming. We do have millions of folks who are on different medications or treatments that are concerned about what happens if they're not able to get those, if they're not able to access those. Those could be drugs, but they could also be therapies that are needed in person and all sorts of things like that. There may not be the ability to do that if there's so many more patients who need to be tested for coronavirus. So I think that the valid concerns of what could happen, the Mighty members are really attuned to that because they're living in some ways where it could dramatically affect their lives. And so, I'm hearing things out of the Mighty community that I'm then hearing on TV several days later in terms of concerns that folks out there have. We have millions of people who land on our stories, whether they're coming from Google or Facebook or many other places. What I think many of them don't know is that there's this enormous community behind those stories. We have thousands of people joining every day, thousands of new conversations happening every day. And I think that especially now when folks are so isolated, that can be very, very helpful to them. I encourage everyone to sign up for our coronavirus daily email. That is the best way to kind of hear what's happening in our community, ways to help each other, taking surveys. 20,000 surveys have been taken to get a pulse of what's happening here. We display the results in those. We give you much more of a sense of what's actually happening around the country, around the world with coronavirus. The Mighty was built on the power of shared experiences. Those shared experiences have never been more important than they are now. There are questions that are popping up in our community every day. Where can I get my meds? How do I get my medications? How do you schedule a doctor's appointment now because I can't get through? What do I do with my kids? There are other people that are dealing with the exact same things, and they're there to share what's working for them. So this is a time where community has never been more important, and this virtual community that we have built on the Mighty can tap into that for folks. And so I encourage folks to join, sign up, become a part of it, not just to help yourself, but you can provide so much help to others out there that are dealing with all the things you are as well.